Sindo oye! Munaniona vizuri hapo juu kwa mti, mnaniona vizuri hapa, mnaniona vizuri pande hii, mnaniona vizuri. Mimi ndio Sifuna. Kwanza nataka niombe msamaha, tumefika kama tumechelewa. Walisema hatuwezi kuingia Sindo, na lakini nataka mseme wasikie hapa ni wapi. Ati hapa ni wapi? Tumefika hatujafika? Tumefika hatujafika? Asante. Sindo oye!
There is a signature mark for Sifuna. Mnaniona mimi ndio Sifuna. And this one has been done in an area where everyone knew it's impossible for this to be done. Even the area leaders said, no, you cannot do that in our area. Forget all about that. If you're thinking of coming to Homa Bay and say this, okay, talking about Homa Bay, led by Gladys Wanga, the Iron Woman herself. And then we can't stop until we go to the comment section and read whatever people say there. The roads in Homa Bay are very similar to those around Tarabura mountains in Afghanistan. She's busy praising Kasongo and shouting Tutam when the roads are completely dilapidated. Okay, that word, completely destroyed. The roads are not in order. But she is praising Kasongo. That is Gladys Wanga, who has been a very strong supporter of President William Samoei Ruto. Dancing Queen Afghanistan it is. That is what most people are saying here. Barabara za Homa Bay ni mbaya kama zile wana wa Israeli walipitia pale jangwani wakielekea Canaan. Huko watu ni kama watatoka na homa tupu. That is from the dust that maybe is along the roads and or that tunataka power. And that is what the Gen Z leader Oburu Odinga did. Doctor. Alafu we have Sifuna himself with a caption, bwana walisema huko Homa Bay ndio kuna shiny things, kumbe ni ukora tu. Dust is constant everywhere. They're trying to prove that the roads are not good. And I told you in the morning, I think Gladys Wanga did, okay, those who led young people to go and put those roads on the road did wrong because they had or they completely exposed to what is happening in Homa Bay. That is why these guys chose to reroute themselves to other alternative routes, and those alternative routes are showing the state of leadership in the bad state of leadership and governance in Homa Bay County, and that is why we are seeing this, and that is why Kenyans are calling into what is really happening. And then someone makes a joke over there. The cameraman suffered a lot. A picture of a man who is covered in total darkness and total dust. And we said this, and I've said this. Sifuna is whoever he thinks he is. Sifuna is whoever he thinks he is. Have you ever seen that man that God has given the ability to do whatever he wants, wherever he wishes to, as long as he's not going outside the covenant they had with God? That is this man Sifuna. And it would be so hard to anyone, for anyone to deal with him the way they would wish. So it's a good thing they just leave him to do stuff. The wisdom text or says, with such a reinforcement, with such a support, you don't stop them. Let them come. Let them speak to the people. Once they've spoken to the people, share their views. They talked about resistance. You make sure there's no that resistance, and then it makes them look like they're liars. That they said we've planned to resist and we've not resisted. We've allowed the people to come in. Now, as a leader, you have a leverage. You can talk more about it and tell people, you see, all these people are. But in this one, the people for the leadership of Homa Bay County, you failed completely, and you've given Sifuna more leverage against you in everything that he says. Whatever Sifuna speaks now, everyone will listen. Everyone will pay attention and listen completely to whatever Sifuna says, because now he has won the game already. He has won the game already. Yeah? Dust delayed is not dust denied. Umekula vumbi kidogo yani. That is what this guy is trying to say over here. Leave us in peace to wait for shiny things. That is a reply to Sifuna from the Homa Bay leadership needs to change the tactics and find a better way to work things out if they really want people to follow them.